Hello, everybody. Hola, from Priestess Melissa here at Truth Queen Be Told, Phoenix, Arizona. How are you today? Good to see you. Thanks so much for joining. We are going to get into our weekly messages and see what the goddess Isis or Aset cards have to say for us. I think I'll do a you pick today and see how that goes. How does that sound? All right, come on, guys. Let's get into this today. Blessings and thank you so much, honoring you, Great Spirit, for all that you bring to us. Blessings to all who are joining to receive these messages. Send through what is needed most to help each one of us today. I thank you so much, Great One. Connecting with you today, setting my ego to the outside for the highest good of all. So it is, so it is, so it is. Got some Native American flute music and just in general Zen kind of music for us to enjoy today as the reading comes through. And thank you once again for everyone who's joining. All right, guys, I'm going to be getting my website up today. Now, I'm not putting the name out just yet because I need to make sure it's available. But then you can go right there and order your Four Thieves vinegar and oil. You can book readings with me. There's so much that I have going on, even with writing the book. Anyone who wants to donate to that, or if you have any connections with people to publish the book, that would be amazing as well. So thank you to anyone who, and there are several people I might add that have, been helping to promote me and give me different ideas and suggestions to try. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you as I am navigating this journey. You mean so much to me, and I hope to add to your journey in positive ways as well. And that's why I give back with these readings. And I thank you all for those who like the videos, for those who share. That is amazing. Comment and let me know what you think about the messages or how they're resonating with you. And when you join in, as you could see yesterday, one of the people that was joining in with us was saying how it felt like a personal reading. So yeah, connect with me, guys. It's very powerful when you really connect with the experience, with the reader and things of that nature. And commenting, especially if I'm live at the time when you're seeing this, will greatly help me to connect with you even more. All right, so I'm just going to meditate on the cards for a moment and we'll get into our reading today, okay? Beautiful. All right, let's get into it, shall we? I've meditated on the cards a little bit there. We got some nice Zen music playing in the background to keep us entertained and motivated and just in that space, right, where we can bring through the messages today. So enjoy that. Guys, I'm going to do a you pick today. So meditate on what it is that you would really like to see moving forward in your week. The great thing about these cards, and I love to do these for personal readings as well, is it touches on like every aspect of our lives. So, and it gives us like that overall message of, maybe what either is a conflict for us or a blockage or just something that we can work on or either look forward to, depending on what the message of the card is. All right, lots of chills today. Here we go. We're going to get ready to cut these in half now. Go ahead and meditate on which pile you feel drawn to. I believe you can see these all well. I'm going to just meditate over the cards for a moment while you connect as well. Very nice to see you today. Thank you. All right. Harvest blessings, guys. Moving into the winter months, there is a lot of beauty to be seen, even within the winter time, even when things are more still. There's such a beauty in that stillness. Let's connect with that today and see what these this time frame has coming forward to us. Now, if you picked the first pile, Mott, balance, and this other one is Bossed, joy and pleasure. You know, even though so what I'm getting from this combination is that even though things may be balancing out in your world and moving in the right direction, it may not be exactly what you wanted. And so that could be why we're having that joy and pleasure in the reverse. You know, if something has ended and something that perhaps was very near and dear to us, but yet it was, you know, the best way for things to go, if you will, because we're trying to create something new and more in our lives. You know, we may be not happy with where we are at this time and really wanting to move into different realms of creation, you know, see what is really possible for us, you know what I mean, and not limit ourselves. So it feels like things are balancing out in our lives, but again, it may feel like, yeah, so it's decisions that we've made for sure, because this 20 comes to a 2. Yeah, but it's caused us some imbalance within our emotional space, right? And our feeling good aspect of things, because it does feel like things perhaps didn't go in the direction that we wanted it to go. But these things are definitely working themselves out. So try to have a lot of my nose itching here right now, my guys. Okay, thank you so much. So Mott is saying, Mott is the goddess of truth, justice, rightful action, and spiritual accord. Ancient Egyptian priests and priestesses sought to live in a state of Mott to ensure harmony in this life and the next. First in the temples, then all of Egypt, and later in the judgment hall of the afterlife. So this is talking about being able to experience this right now in this time and space in your physical body, right? Also being able to experience that at a higher level of being from that spiritual state. Hey, Laura, so good to see you today. Thanks for the like. I really appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. You know, things feel like they're balancing out in our world, but it could be a little challenging for us, you know, to keep our emotions in a positive state of being at this time, even if we know that things are moving in the right direction, right? So it's talking about that even, you know, this is working on our spiritual state moving forward. Like, we're healing so much that has happened, not only in the past, but balancing out everything in the present, right? So that as we move forward, we're also moving into that higher state, that enlightened state, that light state, if you will, where we really do feel good about our lives. And that's where this is all leading up to. So very interesting. So it says, a light heart or conscience would balance the feather and thus earn you a place in the stars with Osiris, but a heavy heart or bad conscience would make you a meal for the monster Ammit and lead to a quick rebirth back to earth. So think about this, you know, in the physical sense, like if we're continuously putting ourselves in these situations where we're not learning the lessons, we're not putting a death or an end to those old cycles, right? So that everything can be balanced out. We can be holding ourselves back from that balance and that justice being enacted on our behalf. You know what I mean? So a channeled message from Mott says, my time is now. Once more, I am called into service to return balance and harmony to Egypt, where I now see much chaos, right? So when you have this balance within yourself and you can enact that, moving into that releasing experience that happens with death. If you think about actual death, right? When we're releasing the soul from the body, and in essence, what we're doing as well is we're releasing everything that is connected with this physical realm, right? Think about how powerful that experience can be if you can do that within your physical body now in this time and space, instead of when you die and you have no choice but to do so, right? There's so much more that can be learned and rewards to be gained as a result of using your free will in this time and space, in this physical body, to release all of these past hurts and things of that nature, to balance everything out and create that lighthearted space, right? There is little understanding of my role and worship there now, or indeed in the world, for I am the goddess of cosmic, not man-made justice. Invoke me into your home and life with sincerity, and as cosmic justice and truth become part of your life, you will have the safety you desire. It's innately, like a part of it. You know what I mean? That you automatically have that protection as you're living the most balanced life that you can yourself, within how you're thinking, within your feelings, and your actions and your words. So getting those more and more into balance, you will start to see everything balance out in your own outer world as well. And you'll feel good within, guys. The law of Ma ensures that higher law operates to influence events. So understand that cosmic justice is not your legal system justice. And that's even more powerful. So even better that things are being balanced out in the universe, right? For you. And again, on the cosmic planes, which is going to give you ever more benefit and protection than any kind of man-made justice or protection could give you. So for this week, in regards to abundance, help is at hand and all legal problems will be solved in your favor if you're dealing with anything like that. For love, it says the harmony of Mot will ensure most marriage contracts will be good this year. For work and career, success at work, if it is in an ethical company or project. Choose your career carefully and according to your heart's wisdom, and you will be successful. For travel, if traveling in accord to the laws of Mot, you will be safe. For health, recent health challenges are stress-related. Reconsider your beliefs about yourself. For families, some dissent among family members, karmic release would be helpful here. And for the future, this is dependent on you. So karmic release may assist you. See your future as perfect and live in accordance with the law of Mot to balance the scales of cosmic justice in your favor. Beautiful. I love that. And that's going to bring all that joy and pleasure that we were seeing in the reverse, right? Because you're going to bring that about yourself just by standing in your own power and understanding, that you don't need anybody else to be balanced in your life. Basically, if this has to do with another person, for instance, since it is surrounding joy and pleasure, you know what I mean? All right. So call upon Mot or Bast today to work with those energies to help you balance out. All right. So next for this pile, 23 coming to a 5, protection. So definitely some need to probably follow more in the first line of this energy and just get yourself balanced out, right? And that's going to give you that protection because you're blocking your flow of abundance, when you're not focusing on doing this healing that you may need to do. So by blocking, then the water, that nourishing everything that you need to come in. And while it can be destructive, of course, it talks about with the energy of the Nile and the flooding and things of that nature. Once we allow everything to be washed over, right, we allow this, and we're tapping into this energy again. When you look at this card, look at the ghost or whatever being released, right? The ghost of the past, all of those things that continue to haunt us, if you will, is really what I see so much in this card whenever I see it, keeping us from being able to really allow our wings to be spread fully out, so the wings are ready, they're up, but not fully out. And so there is definitely much that you are protecting as far as what you may be building or creating within your world. And so there is a need for you to want to protect that. But too much protection or, fear, which will cause you to feel will kind of cause you to shut yourself off from that flow, if you will, from spirit, right? So we don't want to do that by holding on to things of the past. We really want to allow this abundance to be able to flow in today. So what is the change that is needed? What are we needing to see clearly within our heart space? Because the Nile card comes to a 7 when we add 25 together. So that could be like weeding through those illusions, right? And being able to remove those locks off of, you know, our heart space, if you will, to allow spirit to really come in and work with us through that healing. Whatever it is that we need to release here today is what I'm feeling. So let's read this card. 23, which again comes to a 5, and 5 talks about changes, you know, and things that can be happening either in a gentle way or a not so gentle way. It just depends on how much of your free will that you're using towards the process of releasing the things that you know would really help you to be able to unlock and unleash all of that abundance in your life, right? We're all struggling with that to some degree or another, right? All right, so it says this goddess has the vulture as her symbol, and she is closely associated with Mut, the vulture goddess. She is said to have existed from the beginning of time and to be the creatrix of the world. And in the Duat, or underworld, she watches over the dead, waiting to transform their eyes into brilliant light. Wearing the white crown of the south, she is a protective goddess who is important in religious rituals and brings clear-sightedness to those working with spiritual principles. Yeah, so once again, this is deep work that some of us may be doing to really work with the subconscious energies. When we talk about going into the duat, it's about really facing, you know, that the emotions and the mental framework that we've set up for ourselves and challenging it and really saying, you know, is this serving me, or do I need to really, you know, is there a different perspective that I need to have on this? Is my perception off? You know what I mean? As far as what I'm seeing and what I'm able to release. So this clear-sightedness is coming to us today, especially for these people that picked this card here, or this pile. Or there is that need for you to open up more to that ability to see clearly and really remove, you know, how you feel about the situation, and try to be like that third party, or that person who, in a sense, has never even, you know, heard the situation before, and you're just seeing it for what it really is, and being willing to accept your own part and responsibility in how things came about, you know, either because you weren't in the right place to make the right choices, you know, in a partner and things of that nature. And maybe now you are, and you can celebrate the fact that you are in that space, you know what I mean? And use that wisdom to help you to now choose people and allow those people by resonating with that within yourself, you know, knowing that, whatever caused you to draw this person to you, you realized what that was, that you were looking for someone perhaps to take care of you, and that you know, kind of didn't want to maybe fully participate in your greatness. You wanted to take the easy way out. I felt that way, you know, within relationships before, you know, and as a woman, it could be easy to feel that way, to kind of let somebody else take the reins, but then you're working under someone else's control, you know what I mean? And then you lose yourself, and each one of us is a king and queen, and we have our own, you know, world to maintain, and our own divine purpose, you know, to unleash onto this world. So we definitely want to make sure we're seeing where we could be holding ourselves back once again, right? So a channeled message from Nekbet says, I wait and I pray over you so you awake with clear thinking and clear eyes. Never fear me, for I am simply waiting for you to bring your plans to success. And as you are tested, I rejoice in your success. Your enemies will be defeated if they do you wrong. For that is why I have the eye of Ra on my head. See me as a protector of those with strong spiritual principles. Your messages for this week for abundance are: your money is safe, but avoid overspending. A good time to invest rather than expand a business. For love, watch and wait for now. A time of inner growth is needed for you or your partner. For work or career, spend time in self-development and study. Later, you can expand into a new job or career when the time is right. Allow 3 months at least. For travel, a good time to attend spiritual and healing retreats. Some minor delays, if flying, should be allowed for, but you will return home safely. For health, some time out is needed. If not, you might end up in the hospital. Slow resolution of health concerns, but eventual success. For family, you may need to protect family members from others who wish them harm or to stand up for their rights. If your protection is justified, it will be successful. For the future, your future will be safe even though you feel quite tested at present. So I'm definitely seeing these challenges of balancing things out within ourselves, right? I feel like we're definitely moving in the right direction, but definitely, experiencing some ups and downs when it comes to this process and moving through it. And it's like that in that purgatory period, no doubt, when you're transitioning from one state of being to another. It can be easier to want to go back to what is familiar, but not necessarily best for us. And we have to keep moving ourselves, reminding ourselves, and practicing. That's the ritual aspect of when we start thinking a certain way or feeling a certain way, we change it around and we start feeling and thinking a different way. We use those processes that we learn with either deep breathing or certain music that we know stimulates us to move into that more peaceful state. And in that state is when we can really change things around, right? All right, so the last card out today is Great Pyramid, Mystery and Ceremony. Wow. So this is unlocking all of those understandings within yourself, which naturally come about when you start to move more and more into this balanced state. Feeling happiness within yourself, regardless of what the outer circumstances are. Imset, an air spirit, this is challenging, in the mind space. Air is always talking about the mind, and that's where everything starts. So if we can get a handle on things at that point before they are drawn down, and check this out, before it's drawn down from the air into the, physical realm, and then what we're sending up, that mutual reciprocation of the energy is coming through effectively, allowing for those blockages to be released and things of that nature. Also, the Eye of Ra there. This is all of our greatness. When we talk about the Great Pyramid, this is truly, being able to see and understand ourselves, the true nature of, what we all struggle with. And that's, making the right decisions and seeing things the right way, not, just wanting to hold on to the way we feel about something just because we may feel justified about it when there definitely could have been better choices that we could have made, right? But we can't just continue to beat ourselves up for not making the right choices, right? We just have to understand and see things for how they were, what they were, and use it as wisdom moving forward so that we can create new and better experiences, not get hung up, in the ghost of those relationships past, if you will. Have that clear-sightedness to see that there was we had no more value by being with someone than we do by being alone. Our value should not change in our eyes as it never does within the eyes of spirit, right? So once we can tap into that energy and from the point of thought, from that perspective, have everything aligned the right way, then guess what? Not only are we going to bring down from the mind into the heart, into the creative, sacral energy space, and just use all of those chakras, to not only create, but to align us back up. And then again, have that flow of abundance continuously going, not being impeded, right? So all of our blessings can come in. So this is a 3 card, the Imset that card was a 9 card, really getting the thoughts within our mind and just stopping it there, you know, not letting it go any further and giving more and more energy into those negative thoughts, even if it is true what you're thinking as far as what may be happening in the immediate, but we have to immediately start changing over to what we truly want. That is what changes the energy. That is the magic. It seems like that because we can't see it happening and we have to trust in the process when we put it out there, that it can be a little okay, you know, so that's really all there is to it. But truly it is. And we hear this all the time within, you know, spiritual teachings, but to be able to really take that opportunity to enact it and put it into practice, that is the only time we're going to really see the benefits, if you will, as far as everything being able to work out in our favor and for our good. So that 3, once again, is that Trinity. And that's what we see here with the Great Pyramid, right? So we're going to tap into everything that we truly want, all the things that we feel are missing in our lives. It's like all of that is going to be balanced, right? From the ground up. And we're truly going to be receiving and be in a place to receive and give in that reciprocal way, and even be, you know, higher up where spirit can see us and where we are shining so bright that there's no way we can be missed. You know what I mean? Trust me, spirit knows its own. You know, through our thoughts and our emotions, we vibrate and radiate out. You can see this with the Kirlian photography as far as the energy that is expressed out. And you can see that in photograph form, right? Well, you can build that energy within yourself simply by having your thoughts and your emotions in that high vibing place. And as you get into the practice of doing that more and more, then that's really the magic that works on your behalf as protection, as well as for bringing, you know, opening the floodgates of abundance, because you're going with that flow, right? Beautiful. I love that. So the Great Pyramid says, so many pyramids were built in ancient Egypt, but none have ever been as powerful as the Great Pyramid on Giza Plateau. And set inside the Queen's or Aset chamber and the King's or Osiris chamber has the male energy and connects with the Orion constellation, a powerful place of initiation. It acts as a transformer between heaven and earth for many white light beings from Sirius as they prepare themselves for their time on this earth plane. Could you be one of these such people that has been prepared for this plane so you can open up to your greatness? Why not? It says, a channeled message from the Syrian light beings. When you consciously enter the Great Pyramid, we initiate you into higher consciousness. We tell you that this current testing time is an initiation for you. Try to live through it with joy and gratitude in your heart. Wow, this is all tying in together with that Bast energy and joy and pleasure. So really tapping into, again, reconnecting with that joyful spirit, that childlike spirit, releasing anything that we need to release, right, from the past that will allow us to reconnect with ourselves again. You gotta sometimes, you know, just play with yourself and work through the process, you know, but we consciously made choices that allowed ourselves to be in the positions that we're in, but unconsciously is where we're really working on and understanding and dealing with those things, and that's where you're going to see the true growth potential unleashed. All right. So it says all ancient initiates were tested for faith and knowledge, and only the pure of heart and mind could live through the final test in the sarcophagus. So that's when you're sitting with everything, right? That's when you're really going deep within, like we were talking about, really looking at everything for what it really is. And that's a 3-day period, day and night, guys, where there's no one there in your ear to talk to you, to, you know, to manipulate the way that you're thinking and things of that nature. You really have an opportunity to go within and deeply look at all situations that have brought you to this place where you're at, and also that opportunity to leave it there And when you come out of the sarcophagus, it's like you've been born again. It's a rebirthing period. It's like coming out of the cocoon, right? All right, so here's the message for this week for abundance. In time, all will be well. Financial security is not needed if you trust in the divinities. For love, long-term relationships will flourish. Seek a partner with spiritual awareness for true joy in your life. For work and career, stay in your current job until you feel more confident of your abilities. You have the ability to be a spiritual healer or teacher. For travel, Egypt is indicated sometime in your future. Travel for holidays in the company of like-minded, spiritually aware people. For health, no immediate changes in your health. Answers will come in meditation or a psychic reading. Family, gather your family around you and create sacred time and space within your home. For the future, look to your past lives in Egypt for answers about your future. Beautiful. I love that, guys. So much wisdom is opening up to us in any case. But this could definitely be a very trying time and period, for us as we're navigating through this death experience and balancing it all out, reconnecting with that joy within us. But we are given the ability to see everything that we need to see when we go into that meditative space, that space where we draw away from everyone and we calm our mind and our emotions and our body and allow ourselves just to be at peace and speak with spirit and receive everything that we need. Ask to be shown, ask to be given the, messages, the synchronicities as you move out into your world, and watch for those signs around you and you will be shown. So follow them. They will always be gentle nudgings. It will generally never be, when it's from spirit, and something positive, it's not going to be anything forceful, and it's always going to be your choice. Free will is always your choice. So time to heal if you're ready for it, and move through this initiation period and come out the other side, with some really great benefits to look forward to and natural protection enacted. I love working in the natural realms for sure. Hey guys, if you need your 4th vinegar or oil to keep your immune system up and at tip-top shape this time when we're going into COVID, more people, are being projected to be coming into the hospitals and stuff again. I work in a hospital personally, and I don't worry about any of that. I even had a friend of mine who was older, she's in her early 70s, I believe. But anyway, she was taking this and got COVID and never, got any bad symptoms or anything behind it. She actually kept saying she felt great. So Rosemary, that was awesome. Other people have been having some great results, from things clearing up on their skin to diabetes, A1C levels down. I am having people saying reducing bloating and inflammation in their body, which I've actually seen as well. Naturally helping you to move your bowels and keep your weight down, because it's full of great things like garlic and ginger, real lavender, organic. All of these ingredients, guys, that I'm putting into these products are the best ingredients that you can get out there, and they are formulated to help you to stay young and healthy and vibrant, guys. That's what I use in my own body. So this is the same things that I'm offering to you. So I'm gonna go get the website up now. You guys have a great rest of your week, and thank you once again for all your likes, shares, comments, subscribe, and hit the like button depending on if you're on YouTube. But I truly appreciate all of you guys, and I wish you nothing but a wonderful week ahead. Mwah. Happy Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow. Crystal Mandala Monday messages. Bye-bye.